Good morning, everybody. It is me, Shakeitha, and it is Happy Wednesday live with me, Shakeitha Patterson. And I am so glad that I am here, and I'm glad that you're here if you are watching this video live. Currently, right now, there is no one online, so I will just wait a few minutes before getting started. But just kind of, if you pop on here, it doesn't matter whether it is the replay or if you're watching this live, if you can do for me, type in hashtag live or hashtag replay to let me know that it is either or. Because like I said, sometimes Facebook will allow me to see who is viewing and sometimes it does not. But if you are, again, I do appreciate you joining me live. And as I always say, I don't per se have a actual plan, but today I think I'm a little bit more, I'm gonna have a little bit of a plan besides, the daily quotes and the birthdays. And I do have also 10 ways highly successful people, let me get there. Highly successful people fuel up in the morning. So let's talk about how we fuel up in the morning. We'll get to that, and this is basically it's an old one, but it really is good. And these people are going to be some of the people that we are familiar with. Some, um, and some of us might be followers of some of these people on Facebook as well. So I'm going to get over here and pull up my live on my Facebook page here in just a second. Give me more than a second. Okay. And let me turn it down so I don't have no echo. All right. So I'm going to actually add that to the watch party here. So it will be live on the watch party. So those of you who are wherever you may come from may pop on to the watch party as well. So without further ado, again, I am so glad you're here. It is a great morning. It's always a happy morning. As you can see on the post, it is Happy Wednesday. I am the body of Christ and Satan has no power over me, for I overcome evil with good. And we got hashtag 1 Corinthians 12:27, hashtag Romans 12:21. And so, and as it says, don't let the fear of losing be greater than the excitement of winning. Okay, so don't let the fear of losing, sometimes, we fear losing, but don't let it be greater than the excitement of winning. So when we win, we are excited. So don't let losing give us fear. And let's get on over to the birthday, which is I'm pretty excited to see how we're going to feel our day. So, and the birthdays for today, no, not the birthdays, but the quotes from the quote for the day. It is is quote of the day, February the 13th. I have no idea where my brain is on this morning, but yes, I was about to say October, but anyway, it is February the 13th. We are in the 13th day of the second month of the year, and I'm glad I'm here, and I hope that you're glad you're here as well. I'm glad you're here. So let's get into the quote of the day. And it says, there is no instinct like that of the heart, Lord Byron. Interesting how people name their children Lord and Sir, and, interesting. But the quote of the day, it says, the only way to discover the limits of possibility is, the only way to discover the limits of possible is to go beyond them into the impossible. Arthur C. Clarke. And of course, it is the love month, and We are one day away from Valentine's Day, and I hope that you have great plans. My plan is to work. Um, and I'll be doing something later on, not on this per se day. Last year I actually did something the week before Valentine's Day because I'm always working on the holiday, and that soon will be changing. And I can't wait. I'm pretty excited for that day to where I don't have to work a holiday. Not that I'm like big on them, but it feels good when I can just get up and do what I want to. But anyway, the love quote of the day is to love one that is great is almost to be great oneself. I don't know what it is. That's Samuel Johnson. It says to love one that is great is almost to be great oneself. And I didn't quite get that, but if you got it, elaborate, please. In the art quote of the day, it says, "It is a moment that I am after, a fleet moment, but not a frozen moment." All right. It is a moment that I am after, a fleet moment, but not a frozen moment. And I probably should have read these before I actually got on here. I did not look at these today. But that's Andrew Wyatt, something like that. And nature quote of the day is sunsets are so beautiful that they almost seem as if we were looking through the gates of heaven. John Lubbock. And interesting, his last name is the city that I live in Texas, Lubbock. That's interesting, very interesting. Sunsets are so beautiful that they almost seem as if we were looking through the gates of heaven. And that is really beautiful when you think about it. You think about a sunset and you're looking at it, it seems like it does open up, like if you can actually see the gates of heaven. Yes. And of course, the funny quote, and here lately they haven't been quite as funny to me, but let's see what this one is about today. It says, "I've been on so many blind dates, I should get a free dog." Wendy Lipman. I don't get it. And so again, that's another one, whoop, over my head. Don't get it. Nah, I'm not gonna even try. But anyway, let's move right along to the birthdays for today. But there were some on the brainy quotes that we have for today. Henry Rollins, Thomas Malthus, Oliver Reed, Peter Gabriel, and Chuck Yeager. And happy birthday to these guys. I guess these are authors of quotes. So happy birthday to you guys, and thank you for allowing us to share these. And it is 6:30. And as always, I won't be here on long because I know everybody's getting ready for their day, and I'm gonna move right along to the next thing. And I kind of wanted to, share some of the things that some of the people that I'm friends with on Facebook, they have really some great content. And that was part of one of the things that I wanted to do this morning. I did kind of sort of pre-plan that. But I also want to know 10 ways highly successful people feel their morning too. So, but anyway, getting right along. Today is Rose Simpson's birthday. That is my cousin. Happy birthday to you, Roro. Donald Wim. He is 73 years young this morning. Happy birthday to you, Donald. Adam Johns, happy birthday, 29 years old. Ellie Hoy. I know he's not 106 years old. Couldn't possibly be, but that's the age you have there. Happy birthday to you, if it's really your birthday. Mosab Smida. Happy birthday to you. Mark Siffer, 32 years old today. And Michael Hankins, 28 years old. Happy birthday to you guys. Hope you have a wonderful day and be blessed. Definitely be blessed. And moving right along. And this is where I'm like really excited to, see, and not just kind of interesting to see how successful people feel their day. 10 ways successful people feel up their morning, not their day per se, but their morning. Um, and it says Marilyn Monroe ate 2 raw eggs whisked into cold milk. Muhammad Ali devoured 2 large steaks and 12 eggs, sometimes followed by ice cream. Interesting. Franklin D. Roosevelt consumed a hot jam filled donut every morning. And these 10 successful people, members of the Oracle, share what they usually eat or don't for breakfast to give them the energy to take on the day. And the first person we have here is the one and the only Grant Cardone. And he says, I make my own 10x oatmeal, honey, whole oats, cinnamon. I have no idea what that is, but it's some type of fig, 10 raisins, 10 dried cherries, half of a banana, dried blueberries, 10 fresh blueberries, Brazil nuts, walnuts, licorice, and filtered water. I also enjoy juicing, which propels my body into action and fuel creativity. A quick glass of freshly made juice each day will make you a better salesperson, manager, leader, entrepreneur, and parent. Fueling your tank correctly is an investment in your greatest assets, you. So, Grant Cardone, this top sales expert who have built a 5 million real estate empire, and MIT best-selling author of the best obese or be obese or be average. Followed Grant. You can follow Grant on Facebook or YouTube, which I also follow him on Facebook, not quite YouTube. Um, and our second run-up is Kevin Harrington, and a and he says a balanced routine. It says I pack a lot of protein into my morning routine. I am constantly on the go and in between meals as a busy entrepreneur, so I start my day with a vanilla protein milkshake, purified omega-3 fish oil, amino acids, and glucamine for joint health. Add a double espresso in mid-morning protein bar for when I am on the run and I am ready to seize the day. And that was Kevin Harrington, and he's the inventor of infomercials, pioneer of the as seen on TV industry, and original shark on Shark Tank with a $450 million network. Not that you really want to know that, but since it's there, I'm going to share it. Okay, and then we have the one and the only Tai Lopez. And he is third run up, and he says a customized diet. He says the best breakfast is one that you'll actually stick to. I've tried many diets, most recently the Garcia diet, which just focus on food combinations. The pairings are easy to digest, which gives you more energy and health. Every month, I get my blood tested for nutrients deficiencies. There are a few good ones like Wellness FX. Then I'll eat foods with whatever I'm deficient in. Look into home delivery meals. They help with adherence when you're busy instead of reaching for an unhealthy but convenient option. And Tai Lopez, as we know, investor and advisor to many multi-million dollar businesses, who has built an 8-figure online empire. Connect with Tai Lopez on Facebook and Snapchat. And we have fourth one up is Mark Sissons, I believe. I'm not sure if I'm saying his name right, but he says a fast to focus. He says I'm almost never eat breakfast because I enjoy the benefits of an extended fast of up to 18 hours every day. I consume all of my calories in a compressed eating window from approximately 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. instead of traditional morning breakfast. My breakfast comes at midday lunch. Here I have my largest and most important meal of the day, usually my so-called big ass salad. I have an assortment of fresh, colorful vegetables. I keep a supply of pre-chopped items for quick prep during a busy day. A protein selection, some nuts and seeds, avocados to increase the fat content, and plenty of avocado oil-based salad dressing. And Mark Sissons, founder of Primal Blueprint, best-selling author of the new Primal Blueprint, and publisher of marksdailyapple.com, the world's most visited blog on paleo, primal, and ancestral health. And I wasn't aware of that, of any of those sites. So, or of anywhere, I wasn't aware of that site. Anyway, and the fifth runner-up we have is James Swanwick. James Swanwick. And I have no idea who he is or the previous person either, but he is fifth runner-up in how he fuels this morning. And I guess hopefully that some of these are good tips for you that you can use to fuel your morning. And he says, get on the fast track. I usually skip breakfast 5 days a week, so my intermediate fasting works effectively. 16-hour fast can speed up your metabolism, burn fat, and can give you more energy, clarity, and muscle growth. I have my first meal between noon and 1 p.m. Sometimes I'll have a cup of coffee, and I always drink lots of water. If I'm eating breakfast, it will be a paleo meal of lean meats, vegetables, or excuse me, I can't even stop. Pasteurized, no, pasta raised eggs, excuse me. No, look here, y'all. I'm gonna get this together. Paste is pasture raised eggs and avocado to provide a combination of protein and good fats. I avoid cereal, bread, orange juice, and apple juice, anything that can induce an insulin spike and make me crash 2 hours later. Crashing is the worst thing that can happen to you as an entrepreneur. Losing clarity and focus will ultimately cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars of lost productivity. And that's James Swanwick, entrepreneur, author, and CEO of Swanwick Sleep and the 30-day no alcohol challenge. So, anybody who's into alcohol, maybe you want to try his 30 no day alcohol and get some results there. And we have four more, and I'm about to wrap this up here in a little bit. And like I said, I really hope that this is some really good value, some good content, some things that you can use to help fuel your morning. I know we all have our own thing that we do in the morning, and I will actually share what I do once I get through these here after the last four. And the sixth one, and this is Mike Zeller, and he says, fuel energy naturally. Says, as a health nut, I don't want to be addicted to coffee or feel the effects of adrenaline burnout. I prefer to be naturally energized and healthy, so I stick with four things: a glass of alkaline water, a green juice using some superfoods, green mix, hot antioxidant rich Numi tea, or a matcha green tea for a little caffeine, and a powerhouse protein smoothie packed with nutrients that sustains me throughout the morning. The ingredients include a banana, coconut, or almond milk, iced chocolate protein powder, chai seeds, raw cocoa, cinnamon, extra virgin coconut oil, or raw almond butter, bee pollen, acai berry powder, maca root, stevia, and a bit of cayenne pepper for added spice and a metabolism boost. And I don't think I could drink that. I could see myself already over the toilet. I don't think I possibly could get that down, but Mike Ziegler is the founder of Elevate United, launched businesses in 5 different industries, which have generated over $100 million. And the 7th one is Craig Lack. He says, get a boost. I prefer caffeine or adrenaline to start my day. A bulletproof coffee with grass-fed butter and brain octane hits the spot. It gives me a quick source of energy from fat instead of sugar. Or I consume a highly quality natural superfood protein powder with greens and throw in some blueberries and a banana. It's full of antioxidant vitamins, minerals to nourish my brain and energize my morning. It's also easy to digest, so I'm not falling asleep by 11 a.m. Sounds like something that I probably could digest that. He says it's easy to digest, but anyway, Craig Black is the CEO of Energy and creator of performance-based health plans. So I don't know. He's like a health nut. So the eighth person we have here is Jim Mathers. And I'm just going to go ahead and run in. He's CEO or North American Energy Advisory Inc. And he says, get excited. I wake up excited to start my day every day. To keep that excitement up, all I need is a protein shake, a latte made with 3 shots of espresso that keeps my mind clear and my body satisfied until 1 or 2 p.m. I normally forget to eat lunch until my wife reminds me. Passionate goals give me almost all the energy I really need. And that was James. And ninth runner up is Yuli Zip. Different name. But anyway, she's a founder and CEO of Style Coalition, author of Amazon bestseller Blogging Your Way to the Front Row, influence marketer, pioneer, and sole female founder immigrant who bootstrapped her business from zero to millions. And that was encouraging. And she says, go for a time conscious boost. I learned about the importance of protein for breakfast for a time from Tim Ferriss, the 4 Hour Body. Per his advice, I like to start the day with a hard boiled egg and sometimes a whole grain English muffin with peanut butter for an even higher energy boost. But all of this wouldn't work without a large coffee, which is necessary for fuel for any entrepreneur and new partner like myself. All right, and that's what she does. And the last one is AJ Rivera, entrepreneur, business consultant, motivational speaker. And every morning around 7 a.m., my wife and I go for a walk along the Santa Monica boardwalk to our favorite coffee shop. Most mornings, I get a black coffee, an oatmeal banana cookie. Okay, the black coffee primes me to take on a rest of the day. Okay, the black coffee primes me to take on the rest of the day, while the cookie is a healthy-ish reward for waking my ass up at 4 a.m. to get stuff done. I rely on a very simple breakfast every day. Eating the same thing every morning frees up the mental energy for bigger decisions. And I'm forced to go for a walk while spending quality time with my wife. How sweet. And that is what the 10 ways highly successful people feel up in the morning. And just to add in how I feel up my morning is basically I used to eat breakfast in the morning, but it varies. But I definitely have to get up. When I get up, I do my exercise. Me and my husband, we get our exercise going, and of course I get his breakfast, and then when before I actually start my day, I get me a cup of black English tea. And I of course I put in mine is Cold Stone Creamer, and it's really great. You ought to try it. That gets me going in the morning, but every morning I hightail it up to Flying J's and get me a English breakfast black tea. And and that's pretty much how I get my day going. And typically I probably won't eat anything until about noonish. But it works, but it varies for me every morning. I mean, it's not a specific routine that I do um every morning to get me fueled, but I definitely have to get my English breakfast tea with my Cold Stone creamer. So, if you like, share what is your morning fuel up that you do you to fuel up your morning. And so and good morning, Nadia. Good morning, Janet. I'm so sorry I did not see you. I'm so involved in reading the 10 ways highly successful people fuel up their morning. But I'm glad you're here. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate it, and I hope that some of those tips you might enjoy. You might even want to try. If you try them, hey, let me know. And just want to say, you can, and I probably should put this on there, but I don't. Um, you can follow me here on Facebook. Also, you can go to my blog site, which is ShakeithaPatterson.net, and you can follow me on Instagram, and that is Shakeitha Lewis Patterson. And I want to thank every last one of you who joined on the watch party, who joined here on the live on my page. However you joined, I really want to thank you and appreciate you because you encourage me to continue to come on here and share and hopefully, be an encouragement to you. Because like I said, sometimes, when the confidence is low and you want to get out here and you want to do these videos and, we just kind of get scared of being in front of the camera. Just get out here and just do it. Don't worry about anybody else. And yes, it does seem a little silly to be sitting here like talking to yourself, but just imagine that someone is actually sitting in front of you and you're having a conversation, but you're doing all the talking. And it's really good that if people will engage with you and give you feedback, which is really totally awesome when they do. But sometimes, it's good that if you just pop on and pop off. I mean, I appreciate it either way. But as always, I am 28 minutes into this video. It's a little bit longer than what I normally would do, but 30 minutes tops is what my goal is to do, no longer than that. So essentially I have about a minute left. So again, thank you for tuning in to this live video. And also, if you are watching the replay, again, I appreciate you. And always, God's happiness in your life. I love you, and I will talk to you soon. Have an amazing day.